Okay, we're back from fall break, which means we're starting Q2, which also means that Q1 is over. So we're gonna go and interview some of our classmates, friends, and peers about what they thought about the first quarter at Wharton.
The trip to Acadia with this guy and a few other guys. Just bonfires and beers with the boys. Hiking, wholesome stuff. Yeah.
Probably Poconos, going to a winery, drinking a lot, beer Olympics, meeting people during pre-term, that was fun too.
You guys did have a sick beer Olympics.
Yeah, that was sick. My team lost everyone. My girlfriend's team won one of them, so that kind of sucks. She rubs it all the time, but it's good.
You lost every event?
Yeah, my team sold me. It wasn't my fault. My teammate sold.
My event is probably also Acadia with Wharton.
It's also recent. This was like 2 weeks
a little bit of recency bias, but we did have some really good blueberry pancakes up there too.
Cute. Wait, fresh baked blueberries?
It wasn't the season, I don't think, but they were still pushing them hard.
They were still like, they're still made blueberries. They just freeze them.
There's a thing like good pancakes up there.
Well, we went to this place. I think the waiter overhyped it. We went to this place and the waitress was like, "These are the best blueberry pancakes I've ever eaten in my life." I think she believed it. I don't think.
I wish I had gotten the chocolate, honestly.
Really?
I wanted chocolate, but it was good.
Since I'm recruiting, so I haven't really had much opportunity to go on any like international trips. However, I would say one of my favorite memories from Q1 has been Poconos, which is a self-organized trip amongst the first years. And it was the first time you really got out of the Philadelphia bubble with a large proportion of your class. So you got to really connect with people who you see day to day in Huntsman Hall and just be around them for a long time and get to see like the true personality come at play, because they kind of take us out of this, academic or professional setting. And we got to do activities such as golf, hiking if you wanted to, Whitewater Rapids. And overall, it's just a good experience to kind of really connect with the broader branch of your class.
Favorite Q1 memory, I just came back from the Atacama Leadership Venture. So it was 6 days of camping in northern Chile, almost within Bolivia. It was a very high elevation, dry desert. I think it's the driest place on earth beyond the polar deserts. And it was just an amazing opportunity to get to know a lot of people that really were putting themselves out there, stretching themselves to take a risk on a camping adventure. A lot of us had never really camped before, and I came away with 12 new friends that know me very, very well, and it was a great opportunity to get to know second years who I hadn't met yet, so a few more familiar faces at Huntsman now for Q2.
For me, it's been all the small group dinners. I find that in smaller settings you get to connect with people a lot more than at a big party, and there's like so many at Wharton, from like people that have gotten their own reservations because the Philly food scene is like actually great and they invite people from different walks of life to join, or the food clubs, or like also Latin American Student Association also has their own small group dinners. So it's really cool to like walk in a dinner where maybe 1 or 2 people, but you walk out with like 5 friends.
I think it's low-key just walking into like the MBA Commons and seeing everyone, seeing Daniela, having lunch, just getting to know everyone. I think that's probably it. It's not really one event.
Actually, I expected there to be less work. Less classes.
Yeah, people are trying a lot harder in classes than I thought, which put pressure on me, I feel like, to try harder, which I don't like because grades don't matter, but I don't know. I feel like they do here.
I feel like a lot of the expectations like met the reality, like shit I had read on Reddit and people I had spoken to, just like work hard, play hard, really social school.
Interesting. You also came here for undergrad. Do you think that factored into it?
Similar vibe, I guess, yeah, similar mentality, but it's a different lifestyle now. We got nicer apartments and stuff, so it's easier to grind when you're in a better place, I guess.
One thing that I was pretty shocked, like going to Wharton, you kind of understand that a lot of people come from a variety of backgrounds, industries, and passions, and you don't really truly get a sense of that until you get here and you really find out like how useful other people can be in terms of like your career, your passions, and utilize them as a resource. So that's something that coming in you kind of have a broader understanding, but once you kind of get in this setting, you truly appreciate and you love, and it's one of my my favorite things about the fact that Wharton has such a large class.
How diverse the community is, but how segmented it is as well. So even though we have 860 plus people in our grade, there are a lot of different clubs, there are classes, there are cohorts, there are clusters. So Wharton does a really good job of sort of breaking people up both by choice and not by choice, so you can meet a lot of people who have shared interests as well as different interests.
Okay, I'll add to what Kaylee just said. Just like the initiative student has, like food club, wine club, like all these things are student run. Like Kaylee has listed a bunch of like apartment cafes. Like it's just everyone's so into it and involved. It's crazy.
I feel like things here are less structured than undergrad or other business schools. Like, it's not 9 to 5, it's very much make your own adventure. So that's been different. Like, everyone's very different experiences. Some people probably don't like that, some people do like it, so just everyone does their own thing, which is kind of cool.
Okay, very technical, but with the whole course match system, you need to get on the add drop list right at the start of the semester, even if it's for a class in Q2. So we scheduled all of our schedules in August, and I thought October's gonna come around and I can just pop myself on these wait lists and get into a Q2 class, and that is not how it works. So when you get your schedule finalized in August, even if there are classes you may want to take in Q2, get on those wait lists right away.
Yeah, on a similar theme, I kind of fail to recognize that the professors can be different for the first semester or first quarter relative to the second half of the year. So sometimes you want to make sure if you want to take a certain professor, make sure you can try to get it the fall semester, because they might not necessarily teach it that spring. And certain offerings are only available in the fall as well, or spring. So if you do see a class that you find yourself being very interested in, make sure you maximize it in the moment instead of just saying, I want to take it later, because it might not be an opportunity to take it later.
I think I didn't reflect about how good the speakers would be and the variety of speakers. So if you actively seek it out from like the Authors Are Wharton series, the Baker Retail Center, once you stop with the core and take electives, there's so many amazing, powerful people that come to Wharton, and getting to hear their stories, like having lunch every day with founders from Korean beauty startups, which we randomly had here. Like it's just something that doesn't happen every day in the workforce, so it's very, very cool. Like I just had 3 speaker chats this week, and it's just like a normal week in my life.